Right off the bat, one of the things that we noticed right away with the Recon Grappler, basically the big brother to the Ridge Grappler, is the fact that the tread design, the center tread lugs, are designed in a little bit different of a fashion than the Ridge Grappler. So we're going to break down some of those differences in today's video, show you guys what the advantage might be with the Recon Grappler compared to the Ridge Grappler, and obviously which one do we choose from now, right? So a couple of different things that set the Recon Grappler apart from the Ridge Grappler is the fact that, well, the center tread grooves are designed in a little bit different of a variable pitch pattern than what the Ridge Grapplers are. When you're looking at the Ridge Grappler's center tread grooves or tread voids in between the tread lugs, you'll see that these tread grooves are more horizontal compared to the Recon Grapplers, are more angled than what the Ridge Grapplers are. So that's a good indication right there that these might be a little bit quieter out on the road. I can also see that the tread lugs, the center pattern of the tread lugs, are grouped in a way where they look like they could be interconnecting. So when you're aired down, you're out on the trail, it looks like they'll fold together in a way that will offer a little bit of more additional traction when out on the trail. They also are a little bit bigger. When you're looking at the Ridge Grappler compared to the Recon Grapplers, tread lugs are a little bit bigger and they're a little bit more squared off. Obviously, looking at all of these, they look like they're almost all squares, some rectangles, some squares, where they have the sharp cutting edges on these tread lugs. So it identifies something that's geared towards more traction when off-roading, especially in that loose dirt or mud. These cutting edges or biting edges are really going to offer some additional grip there. Plus, the different size of the sipes that are in throughout these tread lugs. You have some that are a little bit wider, some that are smaller, some that you can see go deeper. Like the smaller ones will go deeper than these little bit wider ones, but you have them going in all different directions here throughout that center tread pattern. So from the appearance of the sipes, it looks like they designed these to be a little bit more aggressive, both on-road and off-road as well, compared to the Ridge Grappler. On the Ridge Grappler, you'll see a lot of sipes, but they're smaller and they're singular throughout the tread lugs, where these have multi-variation depth and size sipes throughout the center treads on here. So I can definitely see that offering more traction capabilities both on and off the road. And one of the things that Nitto did tell us is that this Recon Grappler is really designed to offer you really good off-road performance, yet still offer you that good on-road handling, whether it's acceleration, traction, cornering, wet road traction. The one thing that they really didn't talk a lot about was the winter performance of the Recon Grappler. Now, we know these are not 3 Peak Mountain Snowflake rated, but one of the identifiers of this tread pattern is that we don't see a lot of sipes on there. Seeing a lot of sipes is a really good indicator of the tire being designed to offer you great performance in the winter months. So this could be a tire that maybe wouldn't fare so well in the northern states like Wisconsin during 6 months of the year. But for everybody else that's below that snow belt across the United States, this tire looks like it'll be a great all-around performer. And the Ridge Grappler is too. Ridge Grappler is one of our best-selling tires, and it's interesting that Nitto came out with this Recon Grappler, not to replace the Ridge Grappler, at least that's what Nitto tells us, but it is interesting that they offer a new tire that has very similar characteristics to the Ridge Grappler. So then what is the advantage of the Recon Grappler over the Ridge Grappler? Well, like we talked about in the beginning, the variation of the angles of these tread grooves does indicate this tire will be a little bit quieter on the road. So that's one big thing. And then obviously the redesign of the center tread lugs being more blockier and more squared off. We can see that there's quite a bit of biting corners on these tread lugs, which is great for off-road traction. So we're thinking that Nitto came out with a tire that's a little bit more aggressive for the off-road enthusiast that really wants to get to those remote locations, wants a tire that can handle the abuse of the off-road trails, off-road performance in these Recon Grapplers compared to the little sister, the Ridge Grappler. And I only say little sister right now, and I call this the big brother because these Recon Grapplers right now are only available in 20-inch, 22-inch, and 24-inch wheel sizes. But The good news is they're going to be coming out with more sizes eventually soon that'll fit 15, 16, 17, and 18-inch wheel sizes as well. So we'll just have to sit tight until those come out. And then from the center tread, moving on to the shoulder lugs. The shoulder lugs are very similarly shaped to the Ridge Grappler. So when we're looking at the Recon Grappler shoulder lugs, we do notice that they're a little bit bigger on the Recon Grappler compared to the Ridge Grappler, at least this particular size. They may be proportional if we start comparing the same exact size. That will be yet to be determined once we get more sizes in on our website at Trail Built Off-Road. But the shoulder lugs still have that scalloped shaped scooping sort of style to them, along with the alternating corners of the outer shoulder blocks to help grab and scoop if you're in the mud or snow or dirt or sand, whatever it may be. So that's very similar there as well to the Ridge Grappler. The side biters, and then of course, true to Nitto fashion, they also have the varying design on one side of the sidewall in comparison to the other side of the sidewall on the Recon Grappler, just like the Ridge Grappler. So really what it comes down to, and obviously this is just my opinion, but until we get more information about the Recon Grapplers, I think Nitto wanted to offer a tire for more of the overland camping enthusiasts that use this, their SUV, their truck, their Jeep, whatever it may be, for more of that off-roading sort of sport where you're gonna go to those remote locations and hit those remote camping spots and have a tire that performs well on the road until you get to the trail, and it performs even better off-road. And I think that's really what their goal here is. Obviously it looks very similar to the Toyo RT, and Toyo and Nitto are in bed together. So this looks like a really good, basically not a competitor to the Toyo RT, but a very similar design to the Toyo RT to really offer some of that off-road prowess. And I don't think the Ridge Grappler is going anywhere soon, but I do think the Ridge Grappler is a great tire for more on-road performance than off-road when compared to the Recon Grappler. So if you know you're going to be bringing your truck or your SUV or your Jeep or whatever it is you may have more to those off-road remote locations or just more off-road in general, then I really think this Nitto Recon Grappler is a great way to go. And of course, guys, we're going to be releasing more information, more sizes, more pricing, more availability information about the Recon Grappler as Nitto releases that information to us. So keep an eye on our website. You can find it at trailbuiltoffroad.com. And if you guys do have any questions about the new Recon Grappler or even some of the differences between the Ridge Grappler and the Recon Grappler, obviously just let us know in the comments below. Other than that, guys, that's all that I could really think of today for all the differences between the Recon Grappler and the Ridge Grappler. If you guys know anything else about these two tires, obviously let us know in the comments below. And guys, if you did like today's review of these tires, make sure and hit that subscribe and also thumbs up to like the video. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from Trail Built, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.